All right. Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. We got Las Vegas Raiders versus Dallas Cowboys. What's up, Marissa? What's up, Jan? Shadow Play. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Let's go. Stay locked in now. Diggs intercepted. Gonna take it to the end zone. Unbelievable. That's big time. That's who we are. We go home with the win. Cowboys win. Yes, sir.
Derek Carr making his Thanksgiving debut against Dak Prescott, who himself, by the way, is returning to the holiday stage. That after missing last season's game with an injury. Today marks their second ever meeting. The first being a Week 15 thriller back in 2017. It ended with a Derek Carr goal line fumble and a Dallas win. All right, folks, coming up on Sunday on the NFL on CBS, a slate of contests full of important playoff implications, including Mike Vrabel and his Titans visiting Belichick and the Patriots, and an AFC North showdown between the Steelers and the Bengals. Look at that motley crew there. Coverage starts at noon Eastern with us right here at the NFL Today. That's all coming up Sunday on the NFL on CBS. Time there, Boomer, for Pregame HQ delivered by Domino's. Speaking of the playoffs, it's a crowded field in the AFC with very little margin for error. As it stands, the Raiders, Browns, Colts, and Steelers all on the outside looking in, hoping for a slip-up from either the Bills, the Chargers, or the Bengals, who occupy the wild card spots. Up top, Phil, the Titans have maintained top dog status with Baltimore, New England, and Kansas City leading their respective divisions. And over in the NFC, Coach, no Kyler, no problem, as the Cardinals jump to first place, followed by other division leaders, Green Bay, Tampa, and Dallas. Rams in a good place, holding a wild card spot alongside Minnesota and New Orleans, but the Niners, Eagles, and Panthers all hoping to make runs down the stretch. Wow, this league is at its very best. A lot of verbiage.
I hear you, JB.
A lot of verbiage. Oh, this league is at its best when every game matters, and with no squad too comfortable, it makes for a Sunday full of big games.
Yeah, and Tennessee going to New England. Let's say about Tennessee. They lost for the first time last week after 6 consecutive wins. Why? Because they are not the same running team without Derrick Henry, putting more pressure on Ryan Tannehill. Last week, he threw the ball 52 times, 4 interceptions, and they cannot do that against this New England defense.
If they don't run it well, they're in trouble. Because this New England secondary, to me, is one of the best, if not the best, in the NFL. They know how to intercept passes. J.C. Jackson, he leads the team with 6 interceptions. Adrian Phillips has some. There's Kyle Van Noy, the linebacker, gets it. Then Adrian Phillips, the safety. And then you put all that together, and Matt Judon, 10.5 sacks. Pressure leads to interceptions.
Yeah, big-time AFC North matchup, the Steelers and the Bengals. This one is going to be a good one. But here's the big question. T.J. Watt, will he play? Because when he's on the field, he's an absolute game changer, especially given the fact that they didn't sack Joe Burrow last time they faced each other. But here's the question, though. The Bengals, they're looking for 3 wins in a row against the Steelers. Oh. The last time they did that was when Boomer was quarterback. So shout out to my guy, Boom.
Appreciate your own questions. Very nice. You know, by the way, there's a money spot going to be in Denver, 4 o'clock, right here at CBS. It's going to be the Chargers at the Broncos. And when Justin Herbert plays like he played against the Pittsburgh Steelers, he is virtually unstoppable, especially with Austin Eckler running as well as he is. 2 great wide receivers, Mike Williams and Keenan Allen. But here's the thing. If you are the Denver Broncos, you have got to run the ball against this Charger defense and keep Justin Herbert on the sideline.
That's right, guys. We got some highlights. How about the Bears and the Lions a little bit earlier? And it came down to the final seconds of the game. And that's Cairo Santos' 28-yard game-winning field goal. And that will win it for your Chicago Bears, 16-14.
And, Nate, it's only right that we show some love to the tight ends today, Darren Waller and Dalton Schultz. Both integral parts of their team's game plans. Watch out, folks. You could see one or both in the end zone today. A prediction.
Let's get this popped up here. All right, so we got 9 votes. Cowboys in favor, 67%. Raiders at 33. I think it's going to be a good game. Might be better than that Chicago and Lions game, right? Lions just can't get it together, man. The Bears? And it's so upsetting because I wanted to see the Lions get their first win. Like at least one. Like just get one win. And they lose by 2. It's crazy. We got about 15 minutes till the actual game starts. I hope you guys have had a good time with your families. Ate a lot of food. No, I have. I was in a food coma earlier. If you're in the chat, did you guys see Bill's Mafia down in New Orleans earlier? It's crazy. They're down it's ridiculous how many people were down there from Buffalo. I should have took the trip. Nice little vacation. Thanksgiving Day trip to New Orleans to watch the Bills and the Saints.
Thank you very much. Good luck to both teams today, especially my dad's team. How about some Cowboys? Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Okay. You know what? Nate is accustomed to working with precocious youngsters. That is one right there, folks. Trayvon Diggs with so much to be thankful for. He, the father, is in the midst of an all-pro type of season, and his son right there, Aiden, check it out, just 4 years old with so much personality. Must be proud indeed.
You know, when you talk about this defense, talk about the Dallas Cowboys, that has to start with the defensive coordinator, Dan Quinn. This guy, talking about taking a defense that was in the bottom third last year, it's a top 10 defense. He has improved his image. This guy was a former head coach in the Atlanta Falcons and should be a leading candidate, Phil, when you're talking about being after the season for head coaching openings.
When you talk about Dan Quinn, you got to talk about a guy that's recreated himself. He's totally different than he was with the Atlanta Falcons. Now it's more man-to-man. They blitz on defense. They have tons of disguises, and he has a game plan every single week that's game plan specific. In other words, he's just preparing today and doing a defense for the Las Vegas Raiders, not what they do every week.
Yeah, speaking of recreating themselves, what about Micah Parsons? You know, he was drafted along with a couple of other linebackers. And just check out these numbers on the season. Tackles, he's second amongst rookies. After that, sacks, QB hits, tackles for loss, and forced fumbles, all first. He was brought in, they had Leighton Vander Esch. They also had Jalen Smith, brought him as a linebacker. But the versatility, they were like, you know what? You need to put your hand in the dirt and get after quarterbacks, and he's doing it.
Well, and the reason for that is because of the injuries to Randy Gregory and DeMarcus Lawrence. So where did they get those two guys back in the next couple of weeks? And remember, CeeDee Lamb and Amari Cooper are not playing in this game. This is one of the best rosters in all of football and maybe the most explosive offense in all of football.
Yeah, no doubt about it. But how about these two right here? Okay, on the left, that's Trayvon Diggs, who will no longer be known by that. He is now known as Aiden's dad because Aiden is the cutest kid in the world.
The best things America makes are the things America makes out here.
All right, so we got 10 votes now, 10 votes. Still in Cowboys' favor, 70%, Raiders 30%. Oh, it's just switched up, 12 votes now, 12 votes, 75% Cowboys, 25% Raiders. Wrench Gang in the building. Marissa says Cowboys are missing key pieces, so I will take the Raiders. Okay. Okay. I really think, you know, during prime time, you know, Cowboys tend to shine. So they're definitely going to come out and ball. Tom Noppin, spread -8 with no Cooper and Lamb might be high, right? Raiders still got Carr and Jacobs. Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be like a shootout. You know, it's definitely not going to be a one-sided victory. That's for sure. But we all know how those spreads work. Sometimes they don't exist. Just checking over the Bills and Saints spread. It looks like so Bills and Saints. Bills are -6.5. The over-under is 45. 45.5. Sorry. Bills money line is -250. Saints money line is +200. And then for this game, Cowboys -7.5. The over/under is 51.5. And why don't they have the money line? What the money line? Where's that at? Money line is. Doesn't it say the team? That's so stupid. So it's +275, -333, but it's not showing the team on this one site, so I gotta figure out something else. Okay, here we go. Raiders are +290 on the money line. Cowboys are -319. Which, that's kind of crazy. So Vegas is expecting Cowboys to take this. And that's just what it is. Let me know if you guys bet in the comments. Drop it there. Or who you got. 14 votes, 71%. Cowboys, 29% Raiders.
But the thing that gives me the most satisfaction isn't really scoring touchdowns. It's using my platform to continue to impact the people that I care about the most. we want to come back and give as much as possible. And I'm happy to be here, and hopefully we can help a lot of families for the holidays.
You know, I'm reminded of a comment that Bill Cowher made at a dinner we went to before. This is the real NFL, and Casey Hayward continues to do great work with his foundation called Hayward's Hands, helping underrepresented communities through education, healthcare, and housing. And folks, we are indeed inching closer now to the start of this showdown between the Cowboys and the Raiders. All right, Phil, who comes out on top?
Cowboys.
Cowboys, all right.
Read it.
The Cowboys get Tyron Smith back, their left tackle, and they rely on him a lot. Get back to the running game. Tony Pollard, big. Dallas, big.
Yeah, I believe that Dallas defense is going to get after the offense of the Raiders. I'm going with the Dallas Cowboys as well.
Zeke touches the ball at least 20 times today. He has to, especially coming off of that last game against Kansas City Chiefs. It's a clean sweep. I'm going for the Cowboys as well.
Okay, hey, you know, there it is. Jerry Jones, of course, the owner of the Cowboys, going over to greet Mark Davis. A little owner hug there. Hey, look, you know, we've talked substance right now. Phil, how come we talk about the relationship between Coach and Nate, that we didn't get the memo about the turtlenecks?
Well, they're uptight.
They're uptight. Is that what it is?
That was a fashion icon. I just want to be like him when I grow up.
Keep working at it, Nate. You'll get there.
We'll see you back at halftime, folks. Just a few minutes from cook-off. Go ahead.
We'll get you out to your game next.
All right, so 5 minutes kickoff. We're now up to 16 votes. Cowboys 75%, Raiders 25%. So definitely expect to see a lot more Dallas fans come out. They come out in blocks. Definitely glad to have you guys here. If you're new to the stream, make sure you, of course, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you guys hit the like. Helps the stream keep going. And make sure you guys hop in those comments. Love to see those as well. Family-oriented stream. Please keep it as clean as possible if you can. Love to have fun. We definitely have a mixed crowd. We have kids on here, middle-aged people, as well as older, mature people. So try to keep it as clean as you can. 5 minutes until game time. Stephen Brown says, I'm expecting Dak to get back on track today. Yeah, I mean, it's prime time. Definitely expect Dak to, you know, shine when the lights are on and the stage is set. But definitely expecting a good one from Carr as well. So, you know, Carr's no bum. Definitely got to keep that in mind. G Money Slayer. I got Diggs getting at least 2 interceptions. Okay. All right. Diggs has been on it, man. Without a doubt.
Going to be at my grandma's house. There's going to be a big feast.
Just being around my family, parents, grandparents, my sister, laughing and watching football and really just eating until I pass out pretty much.
My favorite thing to eat is green bean casserole.
The stuffing or dressing, whatever people call it, that's one of my dark horses for Thanksgiving.
Not playing last year on Thanksgiving, I think, was definitely a moment of missing out. It was unfortunate, but it just made me embrace that time with my family even more.
Dallas Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott's older brother Jreasn died Thursday. He was 31 years old.
Just be thankful for all the moments that you're blessed with. Cherish the times, cherish the people, and make sure that you're asking your friends and your family if they're in the right mental space, because you could be the help that they need.
I feel like a misconception people have about substance abuse is that you can just stop when you want to. You know, I suffer from the disease of addiction, so it's like you live with that disease and you have to find different ways to live your life that doesn't inflame that disease. It's not just about the willpower to stop. It's much deeper than that.
Anyone struggling with mental health or that doesn't feel themselves, to ask for help is the answer. It's okay to not be okay.
Share what's really on your mind with people that you're with on Thanksgiving Day, and I promise you're gonna feel a little bit freer for doing that.
Good energy.
They're going to be wild today, I already know.
My teammates help me day in and day out, whether they know it or not, and I'm very thankful for the way that they make me feel.
Best version of ourselves. Let's go.
I feel like it'll be special to play on a holiday and to play against
Jay Lewis,
the Cowboys.
Dak is in tempo. Raiders have no chance. Diggs has been quiet
Happy
last
Thanksgiving.
2 games.
Let's go Raiders.
Step it up today. 2 interceptions,
Let's go,
if not
Cowboys.
shut up. Yeah, man. Yeah, I think the Cowboys are definitely going to take this.
And here come the Cowboys off that wonderful tease by our own Justin Haley, capturing the vibe of this holiday of acceptance and love and compassion, and of course, gratitude on this great American holiday. The Raiders and the Cowboys coming up here on CBS. And hello, friends. Jim Nantz along with Tony Romo and Tracy Wilson. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you. Thank you for allowing us in your homes on this special day. Happy Thanksgiving to you, partners, and all the boys, to Hawk and Rivers and little Jonesy. Great to be with you again on Thanksgiving.
It's all my thank you for having me here with you. This is a big one today, and I want to say thank you for allowing your family over here who's right next to us. You got Courtney and the kids. A special day for all of us.
It's great, and we've got a good game for you too, folks. It's a meaningful game on each side. They have struggled in November. The Raiders have lost 3 in a row. The Cowboys have lost 2 of the last 3, but they've got reasons they both need this game.
It is. It's that time of year. We always talk about football. It's like it really starts after Thanksgiving. It starts on Thanksgiving today. And the Cowboys, they have a chance at that #1 seed. They're right there. They have the ability to get it. But games like this are going to be the reason it actually happens.
And the Raiders, that West division for them, it's still wide open at 5-5. They're still in the picture for sure. Here is Dak Prescott. I mentioned they've struggled here in November. They didn't even score a touchdown last week up at Kansas City. What's been the story with Prescott and the Cowboys and expectations for today?
Well, as the season goes on, teams start to get a little bit of a beat on what you're doing, so the schemes change, and what happens is you got to start to change with it. I think you'll see that develop at the second part of the season.
Meantime, on the other side, well, you got Derek Carr, the other #4 on this field. What a start to the season he had, but this offense has sputtered here lately.
They have, and you know, we're going to talk about it. It's well documented, some of the changes that have taken place, but Derek Carr is playing some really great football at times. They just need to be better on 3rd down, but he has to make special plays for this team to win today.
Raiders and Cowboys coming up, and right now we take you to our public address announcer. Here is Jeff Kowarski.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, to honor America, please join us in singing the national anthem. Today's colors are being presented by members of the Salvation Army Honor Guard. Performing today's anthem, our official anthem trumpeter, Freddie Jones.
During Walmart's Black Friday deals for days.
All right, Trev. Man says I'll take the under. Bills win. Oh yeah. Yeah, be ready for that game too. Bills definitely going to take the Saints, 100%. All right, so we got 20 votes, 80% Cowboys, 20% Raiders. We're now on a commercial break. The game is going to start soon. I just want to say happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there listening. Hope you guys have had a great time with your family. Hope your stomachs are full with good food. And now we're on to football. If you were watching earlier, the Bears and the Lions, I really wanted to see the Lions win, get their first win, but fortunately they just can't get the job done. Lost by 2 points. The score was 16-14. Lions lost to the Bears. And now we're here on to the Raiders versus Cowboys. The odds are -7 for Dallas, +7 for Las Vegas. Money line is +290 for Las Vegas and -319 for Dallas. Over-under is 50.5. I'm using bookies.com for these numbers just in case you're wondering or if you have something different. And of course, as usual, make sure you guys hit that like button. Helps the stream. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe as well so you can stay updated with streams just like this.
Full house in Arlington. Cowboys today without C.D. Lamb. He did not pass the concussion protocol in time, Tony.
That's going to be a big one, too, because 2 of the last 3 games when they lost Jim, a lot of tight coverage in man-to-man. So we're going to find out very early if they're going to be able to handle it without him.
Now, you ready to rumble, partner? Here is Michael Buffer to get it started.
Ready. The players are ready. Cowboy fans, are you ready? For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. Let's get ready
and that's
to rumble!
Gene Jackies. Welcome to the family. Thanks a lot, man.
All right. I'm ready now. And let's send it down to the sideline. Happy Thanksgiving to you, Tracy, to you and David and the boys.
Thank you so much. Happy Thanksgiving to you. Both of these quarterbacks just so grateful to be out here today playing on Thanksgiving. We spoke with Dak Prescott this week. He talked about having to watch from afar because of that ankle injury last year. Just so appreciative to be back. And Derek Carr, he talked about how he grew up a Cowboys fan watching this game on Thanksgiving Day. Emmitt Smith, Troy Aikman, and Deion Sanders. He said to have that opportunity is a dream come true. Both of these quarterbacks need a bounce-back performance. We'll see which one could come back out on top, guys.
That's true. Bounce back. That's a good way of looking at it. Both of them slumping of late. The Cowboys will be receiving the kick as the Raiders deferred at the top. And Daniel Carlson has it on the tee, ready to send it down to Tony Pollard. There we go. Happy Thanksgiving as we are underway with Raiders and Cowboys and a touchback, and we'll bring out Dak Prescott. Again, the offense kept out of the end zone last Sunday at Kansas City, but it is the NFL's #1 scoring offense overall in the season.
Well, you find out really quickly with this team, when healthy, everyone, they can beat you with the run, the pass, inside, outside, they have it all, right? But it's been really impressive to watch the 2 defenses, and we're going to explain as this game goes on, Jim. There might be a little formula that's going to have to make the Cowboys change a little bit.
Also without Amari Cooper today, they go with Zeke Elliott, who actually looked to stumble for a moment, and Zeke picks up 4. Now here's an important note. We talked about no Lamb and no Cooper, but they do have Tyron Smith back at left tackle. He's been out the last 3 games with an ankle.
Yeah, that's huge. I mean, you look at this team, whenever Tyron Smith is in there, it seems as though everything just looks easier and usually plays out that way. And that's an extra half a second in the pocket, an extra gap for the running back.
And they give it to Zeke again.
This time Zeke for about a yard.
That was Ngakoue with the quick hit and drops him down after a gain of a yard. Here's Gus Bradley's defense.
And Jim, this is literally the strength of this team. You've got to have a plan. As soon as you turn the tape on, you're like, uh-oh, wow, these guys leap off the page. Rod Marinelli done a great job with this defensive front. And if you can stop them from hitting the quarterback and making plays like they just did, you win the game. But if they get off early, the game is usually long on the opposing quarterback and team.
Chance to force a quick 3 and out. 3rd and 4 for Dallas. From the pocket, protected.
Right for the short pass.
Stick. What a tackle.
That's going to be a 3 and out.
Jonathan Abram able to come up and make the play as Elliott made the catch. And that's, in fact, what the Raiders defense is able to do, make the immediate stop on 3 plays.
It's good pass protection. Dak checks it down, but you see Abram, who leads all defensive backs this year in tackles, come flying in, and you see his speed and aggressiveness. Outstanding job by Las Vegas right there to start the game with a 3 and out.
So the Raider defense stepping up to start this game after deciding to defer at the top, and that decision paid off. Anger punts for the Cowboys, and it's a good one. Booming kick inside the 10 to Renfro. Slips through a tackle. He's up to the 20.
Run it out. Is that the 20 with a little bit of space?
All the way out to the 30.
Make it to about the 30.
Back to 20-plus yards for Renfro. His longest of the season, 22-yard return off the 60-yard punt.
He ran 60 yards. He's got 22 yards.
Great effort. He's a big part of this offense. Derek Carr, of course, engineers it. He went over 3,000 yards on the season last week for the 8th consecutive year. That's only happened now 4 times. The quarterback in his first 8 years throwing for 3,000 yards every season. The others, Peyton Manning, Cam Newton, Russell Wilson. Elite company.
Yes.
Monday. Shoot!
They're going to need him to be elite today, Jim, because this is a tough task for this offensive unit.
Here's Jacobs. Trying to cut outside with a stiff arm on Diggs. He's got 2, maybe 3. So this Raiders offense is interesting, Tony. They came out on first down. They had Deshaun Jackson at the top, looking to try to take the top off the defense. They, of course, these last 3 games have put up just 16, 14, and 13 points.
Ugh. Definitely not up to the standard at the start of the year. Their play action's way down, so the empty stuff, we're going to tell you this game goes on. Right now, though, they just need to get 2 first downs, get out of this hole, and use the field position.
2nd and 7. That's there in time for Waller. Diggs almost jumped in front, got another pick. Diggs, who's had a sensational season, saw it coming, but the pass had enough zip on it to get to Waller for the first down gain of 12.
Great throw. This is Diggs. He's a ball-hawking corner, but you see, that's a tight end. You wouldn't normally say, hey, we're going to go ahead and take him on one-on-one. As you see Parsons having an outstanding rookie of the year type of level. Ooh, he's the favorite right now.
What up, Fat Boy Productions?
He's having a
Happy
defensive player of the
everybody.
year.
Yeah, he's actually getting closer every game to that.
He had 12 pressures last week on Patrick Mahomes. Here's a first down pass play down
Deep
the middle
pass
to go,
and a catch at the 30.
That's Deshaun Jackson.
And Deshaun Jackson's going to get the first touchdown of the game.
Touchdown. They look down the sideline and they say he did not step out. It's 56 yards and a touchdown for the Raiders.
He almost pulled a Bo Jackson and just took off down the tunnel. For Raider fans, they know what that's all about. The protection in the pocket, unbelievable. You're going to see just a straight deep over. Carr does a great job sliding in the pocket and firing. And this is the one thing. They give up big plays sometimes. These corners, that's Jordan Lewis that time, but you know, for all the aggressiveness in this secondary, every once in a while you see a big play happen on a double move, but that's just Jackson's speed and Carr's throwing accuracy.
Just picked up Jackson a couple of weeks ago. And boy, does he make a difference. I mentioned he had come out and started this game today, which is not what everybody expected. And he comes in on the 4th play and takes it 56 yards. And it's confirmed that he did not step out. So now the extra point for Carlson. Just 3 plays, 71 yards. The Raiders to the end zone, and
Las
they got a
Vegas
quick
Raiders
7.
7, Dallas Cowboys 0.
Well, when you've been sputtering, that's one way to get out of the doldrums.
You're exactly right. Big plays have a way of getting you out of it, Jim.
All right, so we got 238 viewers, 24 likes. Guys, let's make sure we're hitting that like button. Get us to our first goal of 50. 50 likes is the goal. I want to give everybody a happy Thanksgiving out there. Like I said, I hope your stomachs are full. I hope you spend a good time with your families out there. We've got a little over 102 votes. Cowboys is at 76%. Raiders at 24%. What's up, Fat Boy Productions? Says Happy Thanksgiving. And, well, that's not the way to start the game. Yeah, Cowboys had the ball first. Got a 3 and out. And, Carr's no slouch. Came down and scored. So it's going to be a good game. Official, what's up, bro? Happy Thanksgiving. Just Allen says Cowboy fans, I don't know how you do it. They're already starting, y'all. They're already starting. All right. 108 votes. Cowboys 76%. Raiders 24. 231 people in the viewers. 231 viewers. 38 likes. Let's get those likes up, guys. Hit that like button. Let's get us to 50. That's the first goal. 50 likes. That's our first goal. Official, you doing the Ravens versus Browns game? When is that game, bro? Is it Sunday? Let me check week 12. We've got... So Sunday, we've got Steelers, Bengals, Panthers, Dolphins, Eagles, Giants, Titans, Patriots, Falcons, Jaguars, Buccaneers, Colts, Jets, Texans. Yep. So yeah. What? Yeah, we definitely should be on that one, bro. Browns and Ravens Sunday night. Yeah, we should be there. 100%. Those Buccaneers Colts game should be good as well, man. Definitely should be a good game.
Third, Tom Brady has 44. Carr adds another one and it goes for a touchdown to Jackson.
Well, you're going to see right when we show you this all 22 look, Jim. They just dice up teams with great route selection. In other words, they get to the right route versus man-to-man, and they did on this specific play. But you need time sometimes to throw the ball down the field. And on this specific one, there's man-to-man. Jackson's one-on-one, and you see halfway up there, you need time. Carr has time, so he can throw this ball all the way across the field and just put it over the top of Lewis's hand, and you see that's the speed. But this team, Derek Carr, destroys man-to-man. That's why they have 8 touchdowns this year, almost 10 yards an attempt, and that's what the Cowboys play. That's going to be interesting as this game moves along.
Here's Pollard.
What a nice 8-yard run from Pollard.
Big playability out of the backfield. He's got a gain of 6. Let's get the Romo report when Dallas possesses the football.
The Romo report, back to basics. In other words, run the football if you're the Dallas Cowboys. Because this team, if they get run on early, they can't use that defensive front to pass rush over and over again and make it difficult on the opposing quarterback. So get the ball to Zeke different ways. Handoff, play action, handoff, handoff.
Handoff it is.
Another run, and they're going to get the first down.
A first down, but
there is a flag.
A marker on the field. Sean Hakali is the leader of this crew.
Well, this is where you can't keep handing off if you get holds, because now all of a sudden you're behind the chains.
Illegal use of hands to the face. Defense number 90. This 5-yard penalty will be added to the end of the run. Automatic. First down.
It's a big call right there. It allows you to keep. Everyone always says, hey, you got to run the ball and everything. It's like penalties kill. You see 90 right here. He's putting his hand right up in Zach Martin's helmet. You can't do that.
Nope.
Doesn't feel very nice.
It's not in the spirit of the holiday.
Hey, stop it, said Zach.
Noah Brown's onto the field as an extra receiver, and there's a completion.
Nice pass from Dak.
Down to the Raiders' 43-yard line. So you got no Cooper, and you got no Lamb. You're going to have to rely on guys like Noah Brown today to step up, and he does right here for a gain of 15.
Well, you're going to see Boom come flying in, but watch the corner outside. As he's right there, see him bail? That's what wasn't happening. Denver, Kansas City, they got their hands on these receivers and made it really physical at the line of scrimmage.
Shuffle, we got to run. He's going to run for about 8 yards.
Defender Hayward back for an extra 2 or 3 yards. And it's a great first down carry. Pickup of about 8 or 9.
And this is one way to attack this defensive philosophy. So Rod Marinelli's defensive philosophy, Jim, they attack the quarterback in their gap, and they go right to him, and they hit the running back on the way by. Well, one way to attack that is let him go upfield and crack him from the outside, have someone hit a guy, and then run outside.
2nd and 2. That's Pollard.
Pollard's going to be stopped.
Push back by K.J. Wright, and they'll mark him short. You're going to have a 3rd and about a foot to go.
It's an outstanding job by K.J. Wright, throwing the tight end, then come flying in and standing up Pollard.
Pollard will be the back here on 3rd down, 3rd and 1. It's a full yard to go. And he's going to follow a blocker.
First down, Cowboys.
First down, running behind the likes of Dalton Schultz, the tight end. And the Cowboys move the chains, trying to counter a quick strike by the Raiders in this game. Cedric Wilson, number 1. He might be a favorite target today. Michael Gallup. Those are guys who are going to step up today with the starters out.
Purple 20! Purple 20! Everybody jump there! Jump there! Free!
Play action.
That's going to go for a pass. Down the field.
He's got his man. It is Cedric Wilson.
That's going to be Wilson.
And the Cowboys will operate inside the 20 with a first down. A gain of 17.
Frolin, what's up, bro?
It's a bootleg. And you see here comes 94 come flying at you, Nassib. But
Welcome to the
watch
family.
this route. He comes across, and 42 looks him up. And Littleton just gets lost, and he doesn't realize Dak had that much time. And you got yourself another big play by the Cowboys.
Cowboys 3 and out on their first drive. They picked up 5 first downs on this drive. Pollard takes the direct snap. And he bounces around
about
to
5
the 10.
yards.
Some success last week. Pollard last week gets a snap in Kansas City and creates one of the first big plays. Dak was out wide, pretend to fake reverse. This package is just developing and developing every game.
Look what he's done without starting. Over 500 yards now rushing on the season.
One of the best 1-2 punches in the NFL.
Oh, yeah.
Zeke's foot's a little banged up. You know, this time of year, Pollard might get a few more touches today.
2nd and 5. Rock with the
With
ball.
the pass. And that's going to be a touchdown.
And in the end zone is McKeon.
Cowboys,
Cowboy
touchdown.
Well, we talked about it a little bit ago, Jim. You use the leverage of these guys. They run full go, all-out speed on the defensive linemen.
What's up,
As they're
Chris?
going to the quarterback, you use their leverage against them. So you see everyone go this way, quarterback bootlegs back the other way. And teams who run and go really hard, you can use their leverage against you. Cowboys did that 2 or 3 times on that drive.
Second-year tight end out of Michigan. Blake Jarwin on injured reserve. They needed a complimentary tight end to Dalton Schultz, and they found one with McKeon from 10 yards out. Extra point, no good.
Yeah, extra point is no good.
Unable to hit it.
Las Vegas Raiders 7, Dallas Cowboys 6.
That'll never come back to haunt you at the end of this game. It never does it?
We'll be talking about it, no doubt, in the second half. Touchdown Cowboys, 7-6 Raiders.
Wow. What's good, Serious Biz? All right, so Cowboys missed the extra point, but they scored. I feel like we got ourselves a ball game. But those extra points, man, those they can cost you the game. Gotta hit those. Royal Willard just subscribed. Thanks a lot, man. Welcome to the family. All right, so we got 310 viewers, 62 likes. Let's get up to 100, guys. Make sure you hit that like button. Of course, if you're new here, make sure you subscribe. We do this, of course, Monday, Thursday, and Sundays. Today being a great day. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Like I said earlier, hope your stomachs are full from good food, and hope you've been around good people. And if you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, happy holidays. Jonas, what's up, bro? Good to see you, my man. Happy Thanksgiving. G Money Slayer says somebody needs to get these kickers together and teach them how to kick extra points. Yeah, man. PJ Bryce just subscribed. Thanks a lot, man. Welcome to the family. And we are at 73 likes. We Need 27 more people, 27 more likes, and it'll get us to 100. And of course, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. Majalka 98. Happy Thanksgiving. No problem. Glad to be here with you guys. Rohannes, happy Thanksgiving, bro. Says go Cowboys. And just going back to the votes, we got 197 votes. Cowboys 73%, Raiders 27. Chris Figueroa just subscribed. Welcome to the family, bro. 18 more likes, guys. 18 more likes gets us to 100. We need 18 more likes. Gets us to that 100 mark. JC on ball. Go Cowboys. Serious Biz. Go Raiders. Okay. Got Raiders in the house. I see y'all.
Deserve.
14 more likes. 14 more likes. Gets us to 100, guys. Let's keep it going. Hit that like button.
Touchdown it is for McKeon. And the Cowboys kick off. Just halfway through this first quarter, and quite an explosive start it has been. These teams were looking for it, too, because, again, offensively, November hasn't been kind to them. Raiders have dropped their last three. Going into Week 8, they were at 5-2, and they led the AFC West. Now at 5-5. Cowboys 1-2, and they've lost the two losses inside the AFC West, where the Raiders reside. The Broncos came in here and pushed them around, and then the Chiefs last week beat them 19-9.
Yeah, it's just part of the season, though, in the NFL. It's like no one's going to play every game perfect. After Denver, it's like, okay, you can have a hiccup for the Cowboys, but then Kansas City happens. It's like, uh-oh. But teams adjust. Now it's your turn to adjust after you have a game or two like that.
Handoff, start the drive. Jacobs. Gain of 2, brought down by Tristan Hill. Dan Quinn, the defensive coordinator for the Cowboys, doing a fine job. Here's their defensive lineup. They've got playmakers on this defense, Tony.
Oh, they do, and all over the place, really, at all three levels, and they got people hurt, right? I mean, Lawrence is out.
Going to be back soon.
Yeah, and they're going to keep getting healthier as the season goes on.
No problem, bro.
Gregory.
He'll be back soon.
And
you got
thanks
Parsons,
a lot, man.
Diggs.
I mean,
Welcome
each
to the
level,
family.
and Dan Quinn is a great coordinator.
2nd and 8.
And a nice pass from Carr, but a fumble. It looks like it was a fumble.
Out of bounds and tossed back into save it.
And that looks like Cowboys ball.
No way.
To Curse. That was Neal, who was able to keep it in play after the Waller fumble.
If this is in,
So
which I think it is,
we got a catch, and it looks like
this.
This is an unbelievable
looks like a football
play.
move.
This is in, Jim.
He threw the ball back in, kept it from going out of bounds to
This is going to
Curse.
be the Cowboys ball, and Neal gets
And
the
that's-
game ball already for
I think
me.
that's Cowboys ball.
Tomorrow going in for this team. That's unbelievable awareness.
Is it a catch? Is that going to be looked at? Of course, everything is going to be looked at on the turnover. So this is no doubt that's clean, and that you got to put him on special teams now. Let him go down there and down some punts.
I agree with you. That's the best.
But
play
it wasn't a catch.
Curse pops this out. He's playing great. Let's see.
One,
Makes a
2
football
steps.
move. Oh. So you got to catch the ball, right? At possession, make
I think
a
they're gonna
football
give
move.
this
They
to
call
him.
it. So really, it's like,
It
does it look
definitely
like a
was a
football
catch.
move? Boom.
Oof. It's close.
I could see it going either way. And if they called it that it is, it probably will stand. If they called
Ruling on the field is an incomplete pass.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
This is where I said that call right there is very big.
The refs at work.
7:03.
Definitely the
It went a
refs
long
at
time
work.
before the ruling on the field was incomplete.
He
pass.
caught the
I
ball,
don't know why they would do that now. Let's bring Gene in,
took
Jim.
3
no
steps,
doubt.
it was
Gene,
punched
what did you
out.
see?
The third element of the catch is what we're all looking at, and I think the conferencing the officials had on the field and then coming up with incomplete is huge right now because of what you can make that third element, whether you can make it indisputable or not. It feels as if the football move just began right at the point of it being knocked loose, in my opinion.
It took 3 steps. He had the ball. It was a catch to me, guys.
The Cowboys could. Gene, can the Cowboys challenge the
Unfortunately, I'm
catch,
not a ref
or is
in the
that why they're
NFL.
not throwing the flag because they don't?
Oh yes, no, most
But then
definitely.
can they get the fumble after that?
It
They
was a
could,
fumble.
right? So why are they not doing that?
Yes,
here?
sir. Yes, they can.
But
Tom.
3rd and
That's
8.
what I'm saying.
3rd and
So
8.
what am I
Let's see
missing?
what
Why are
Dallas
they not
defense does.
Challenging that. probably some obscure rule we're just not figuring out yet. I don't know.
And McCarthy was looking up at the 60-yard screen and decided not to challenge it, so it's in the books now, incomplete.
And Carr's going to try to run.
Straddling the scrimmage line, shaking off a hit,
and he makes it back to line of scrimmage.
Reaches
so
out
3
to
and out.
avoid what would
Dallas
be a
gets
sack,
the ball
so
back.
it's not anywhere close to the first down, but gives him a gain of 1.
I mean, how good is your secondary playing for a quarterback to have? I bet you he had 10 full seconds, and everyone was plastered across the field. Carr misses the corner route starting off, I thought, but
looked like they were going to give him a gain of 1, but instead they say no gain, so it will be in the books as a sack for the Cowboy defense.
That's what they say, plaster, for like a running quarterback, right? You have to plaster your guy, stay with him the whole time the quarterback moves. Carr's not known for that necessarily, but great job by Cowboys there.
Here's A.J. Cole, who averages 51 yards a punt. Look at this one. Takes Wilson back to the 8. Over the shoulder catch was impressive. Now trying to get outside,
stopped at the 6. Wow.
What a tackle that was, too. Bringing him down.
What's up, Shauna?
70 yards.
Happy Thanksgiving.
68 yards it would be.
Goodness. What a punt.
How about a D lineman down there? That was impressive by Cleveland Furrow on the tackle.
All right, so I'm these refs, man. These refs are really interesting sometimes. He caught the ball, made a football move, 3 steps. The ball is punched out. It should have been Cowboys' ball. But hey, like I said, you know, I wish I worked for the NFL. Wish I was a ref. But then, you know, I'm sure somebody else on the other side of that was like, no, it wasn't, you know. So everyone has their own opinion, but it is what it is. All right, so we're going over to the votes. We got 234 votes. 70% says Cowboys, 30% Raiders. 327 viewers, 96 likes. Let's hit that like button, guys. Get us over 100. Hit that like button. Get us over 100. And we got Just Allen. Cowboys didn't challenge. Nah, man. Oh. Jay Lewis, dang refs, just like last week. refs this year are trash. Foot Locker refs. It's NFL becoming WWF. Yeah, it's interesting, man. It really is, especially when everyone can see the same game that you're seeing. So, Tommy Maldonado, we got bad calls in the Kansas City game too. Yeah. It's hard not to say, you know, certain people don't have it out for America's football team, right? But here we are. They got the ball back. And we'll see what happens. Sports entertainment. Yeah, man. Yeah, definitely. 100%. You know, obviously the refs are there to keep it a fair game, but, you know, you have to call certain things right. You know, and there's a lot of emotions riding on these kind of games for a few reasons. What's up, Marissa? Hope you had a good, happy Thanksgiving.
Las Vegas Raiders organization, we would like to wish you a happy Thanksgiving.
Well done, Hunter, Camilla, and your adorable comments. Thank you for that greeting, and happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Cowboys now 3rd possession, taken over at the 7. Each team with 1 touchdown drive and 1 series that was 3 and out. Elliott. He's got 2, and we go to Tracy.
Well, Jim, the Cowboys already without Amari Cooper because of COVID, and then they were without their assistant strength coach, Cedric Smith, as well because of COVID. And then this morning they found out they're without another assistant strength coach on the COVID protocol list. And then their offensive line coach, Joe Philbin, is out as well. That means that their assistant offensive line coach, Jeff Blasco, came down from the coach's box. The Raiders also dealing with some COVID issues. The NFL telling us they are going to tighten up protocols after this week. during Thanksgiving, guys.
Deep pass.
Here's Prescott's pass just a little out of reach for Cedric Wilson.
Well, just a little high.
Over Wilson's
Cedric
head.
Wilson was open on this play. And this is what has come up a little bit. The man-to-man coverage. See, that balls need to be out in front. Dak he's had a great year. He's playing well, but the games where they, aren't playing well through 3 quarters, 2 of the last 3, just a throw here or there that's missed. Then all of a sudden the receiver drops the ball there, a penalty there, and all of a sudden you get behind against good teams. And that's kind of what the difference has been. Teams have gotten up and played man tight with him and made these contested throws.
That was his first incompletion after hitting his first 5.
False start. Offense number 63. The penalty is half the distance to the goal. It's still 3rd down.
Okay, now the Raiders will be ready to tee off and see what they can do with the likes of Max Crosby and Yannick Ngakoue. They've got 2 guys that can bring it to the quarterback.
So we got a 3rd and 13.
Well, right here,
once again,
see outside, these defensive ends, you've got to have a plan. You got to chip them. They did with the defensive end there.
From the end zone on 3rd and 13, all kinds of time, and it's incomplete.
Pass, and that's going to be incomplete.
Finally, Solomon Thomas provided the pressure that forced Dak to get rid of it. Now the Cowboys will punt out of their own end zone.
And you're a little hurried, Dak, there. I mean, he had time, but you do feel rushed when you're in the end zone because you can't necessarily see what's on your right side. So he gets the ball out of his hands a touch sooner than if he was in the middle of the field.
We just heard the Thanksgiving greeting from Hunter Renfrow. There he is waiting for the punt at the 50-yard line. Ryan Anger, second in the NFL.
Enough time. It's just not. Can't find anybody open.
Good boot. And the Cowboys got to be pleased with what he did there. Driving them all the way back to the 40. 56-yard punt. Still 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. 7-6. Raiders on top.
All right. So we got 359 viewers, 99 likes. Let's hit that like button, guys. Get us way over 100. Make sure you hit that like button. Of course, make sure you subscribe. We do this Monday, Thursday, and of course Sunday, Football Sunday. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. I hope you guys are full. Spend some good time with family, friends, and we're just enjoying some football. If anybody watched the Bears and Lions game earlier, how disappointing is that? I actually wanted to see the Lions get their first win. Lose by 2 points. Terrible times for the Lions fans. 276 votes, 69% Cowboys, 31% Raiders. So Cowboys still in the lead, even though they're down by 1 point. Marissa. Yeah, I mean, he looked comfortable though, right? He didn't look shaken. He's had time. The O-line has kind of given him a little time to try to make a play. He's just not finding anybody. So, Zach, has it ever been good to be a Lions fan? The Barry days, if you're a Barry's fan, he was entertaining, man. I got one of his jerseys, the throwbacks. I was a huge Barry Sanders fan. Just Allen, Lions could have beat the Bears, but they had no chance against the refs. Yeah, it's hard to win when you've got the team to deal with and the refs sometimes, right? Cowboys O-line has been bad, let's be honest. Yeah, I mean, for the most part, but they're showing up. I've been really looking at how much time Dak has had in the back, and he's had time. He's just got to find the receivers.
Families, Cowboys and the Salvation Army, a great relationship through the years, making a difference.
What's up, Ty? Happy Thanksgiving, bro.
And a flag.
Should be a defensive penalty.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense number 11. This is a 5-yard penalty. It's first down.
What happened to the children who lived through the pandemic? Stan, Kyle, Cartman, and Kenny may have survived, but will never be the same. The exclusive event, South Park Post-COVID, streaming now only on Paramount Plus. You can try it for free. 1st and 5 for Las Vegas.
Okay, Kenny. Still here for South Park fans. Hey, Kyle.
A deep pass from Carr.
Henkel tried his best to get untangled. Those two were battling, and it falls incomplete. Hooker on the coverage. Went ahead and took a shot on 1st and 5, and we're back down to Tracy.
Well, Jim, Darren Waller just ran out on the field, but he missed that first play. He was in the blue 10 for a while. They were working on his back. They were listing him as questionable. As you see, he's back out here, but certainly something to watch.
Such a valuable part of what the Raiders try to do.
Well, yeah, especially all the man coverage that Dallas plays. It's strength on strength. We told you on the one touchdown to Jackson.
2nd and 5,
this team's
Raiders.
great against man-to-man. This team plays it really good. We're going to see what happens.
2nd and 5.
We're going to have a run for about
halfway
2.
there, Jacobs.
With the flag on the field.
Another penalty flag at the line of scrimmage.
Holding. Offense, number 68. It's a 10-yard penalty. Replay, 2nd down.
Called on the center, Andre James.
Well, you see 68. He's going to be pushing down 99. Hamilton there. I didn't see much there. As a Cowboy fan, you're like, I saw all of it. Raiders are like, this is crazy.
2nd and 15. They had a 1st and 5 to work with. Now they're backed up a bit to the 35. Rush 4. They get Renfro for a pickup of 5. Renfro with 57 catches now on the season.
Yeah, they got 2 security blankets. Really Waller, but he goes everywhere and does everything. Renfro's a really good player. Got a little bit of that Edelman mold in him.
Yep.
But finds those soft spots. They got
3rd and 10 Raiders.
Back down the field a little bit. We saw the ball down the sideline earlier that the Cowboys didn't allow.
Richard is the running back, flanking Carr on 3rd and 10.
See, here's Waller right here. This matchup. I don't think you should be the only one covering him. Someone should come down. That safety better get down there.
Over the head.
Incomplete, but there is a flag.
Trying
Looks
to
like
hit
there was
Edwards.
some pass interference.
Got shoved in the back, Anthony Brown.
Pass interference.
That's going to save the drive.
Defense, number 30. The ball will be placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic. 1st down.
A lot of man, you get some holding penalties. You see Anthony Brown, Edwards not targeted last week, which is not, that is a penalty. This guy's on the outside, but if you watch, I just talked to you. Watch Waller right here. Go up. He's going to have an option route, and he's wide open. Derek Carter throws the other side of the field. But if they pressure you, throw the ball to Waller. He's one-on-one. It's an easy game.
You like that matchup all day long.
Against anyone.
11-yard penalty. And it's Renfro getting the handoff. Not much there, just a couple.
Be a stop for about 2 yards.
As Golston held down that side of the line. It's interesting hearing Derek Carr lamenting how they had lost last week to Cincinnati and saying no one's coming to save us. So we better figure it out. And, you know, he goes on to talk about how he's been a Raider fan most of his life. 20 years, he says, and this is enough. I'm fed up, wanting to turn things around today.
Well, here's one way to do it. See the empty formation? Nobody in the backfield? They've gone early in the year, did it a bunch. They're last in the league in the last 4 or 5 weeks. I like this.
2nd and 8.
Deep pass.
On the sideline. And Waller was in the area.
Waller was in the area, but the ball wasn't in his area.
That's right.
That was a missed throw right there. 4 verticals. By the time he gets his head around on Curse, could never find the ball. Big 3rd and 8 right in this area of the field, right? You have 2 downs, I believe. You can tell your quarterback, hey, check it down. We can go for it on 4th and 2 or 3.
Cowboys blitzing.
Carr with a nice pass. That's going to be a first down.
To the 35. Ryan Edwards keeps the drive moving for Las Vegas.
Yeah, big time pressure all out, which the Raiders, you see everyone blitzing here. And Derek Carr does a great job against all out pressure and pressure in general. Anthony Brown has to cover the whole field. And Carr takes the easy throw underneath, as you should there. But this team is incredible against pressure. I mean, I wouldn't be sending all out pressure on 3rd and 8. They slice it up.
So they convert on 3rd down that time after converting on 3rd down via penalty before that. And now Carr. And who else but Parsons chasing after him and forcing the throw away.
And you see his speed, right? His ability to change direction. What a draft pick by Will McClay, the Jones family. This is going to be a special player for a long time. He plays inside, plays outside. He's the defensive rookie of the year. I already said it.
Little toe, too. Happy Thanksgiving, man.
By the way, he's tied with DeMarcus Ware for the Cowboy rookie record of sacks in a season with 8. Ware's rookie season was 05, so the next one, he'll own it alone.
Jim, he's an inside linebacker when they drafted him.
He's played defensive end a lot with some of the injuries that they've
incurred. About a 3-yard run.
There is Diggs.
It almost reminds me of like the high school guy who's just like better than everyone. It's like, where should we put him? He can play any position.
And make
just like when you were in high school. Remember what they did with you?
Yeah, absolutely dominating everywhere.
Andy linebacker, quarterback this week for Mr. Nance. We need him.
Oh, I wish.
And Jameson will.
He will.
Big play here.
3rd down and 6.
I wouldn't pressure all out. They probably will. But if you do, this guy right here, 83, if you don't have him doubled with him, he's getting the ball.
Carr's looking at him. Then he's going to go long.
Deep pass. Going for the end zone.
It's knocked down.
There is a flag.
Flag is thrown. Flag is thrown at the 5-yard line.
And Dallas with these
going back to Deshaun Jackson again. Brown ended up with the football in his hands. And Mike McCarthy can only shake his head. Another penalty.
Defense number 30. The ball will be placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic. First down.
That's 2 DPIs on Brown on this drive. There he is. Locked arms with Jackson.
Yeah, he's got that. Now watch this right here. I just told you, if this guy gets double teamed, he comes down. You have one-on-one that whole side of the field. Safety goes there. Derek Carr does a great job saying, we have that whole field there. Brown's got to cover it. And
Carr knows that he's just going to keep going that way to him
because big plays and all that man coverage.
It's basically giving him
2 tight ends.
Countless yards at this point.
Jackson in a slot to the left. They'll go Jacobs.
It's going to be an easy run in for the touchdown.
Virtually untouched for the touchdown.
Great decision, play calls on that drive by Raiders. Anthony Brown with his first 2 penalties this year, but the other guys have had a few. He's done a good job, but that hurts you. Can't happen. And just a simple walk-in. Great blocking up front.
Got the 30-yard penalty that totals for the drive 46 Dallas penalty yards.
Doesn't this feel like it's the middle of the second quarter?
I know, it was still in the first. John Simpson, who was, by the way, on the injury list all week with a rib injury, up today and threw a big block right there. That's who Jacobs was able to go in, run right behind, thanks to Simpson.
You're right.
Carlson with the extra point.
All right, so Las Vegas Raiders 14, Dallas Cowboys 6.
In the first quarter.
Dallas in these penalties. Yeah, and I think what's going on is, Carr's realizing that, right? So he's just going to keep throwing Brown's way because it's either he's going to get the penalty yardage or it's going to make Brown back off to the point where, whoever Carr's throwing to that Brown's defending, he's going to, relax off now and they're going to catch it. So he's got to play better. Thailand. If you feel bad about your team, just watch the Lions play. Man, the Lions are the laughingstock of the NFL right now, man. It's terrible. It's terrible. What's up, Mike Kippy? Tommy says, get Anthony Brown out of there. Yeah, he's probably got to sit down for a little bit and figure it out. Get his head in the game.
Yes. On behalf of everybody at CBS, from our chairman Sean McManus and our president David Person, to the 140 proud members of this broadcast crew, are, well, consider it an honor to present this Thanksgiving tradition to you today. Welcome back here to Arlington as the Cowboys will run it out with Pollard tripped up and only getting to about the 18-yard line. These Raiders are fired up here in this first quarter. And let's take a look at Next Gen Stats powered by AWS.
This Dallas Cowboy offense throws a ton at you. In this specific one, 4 guys on one side of the ball, Kellen Moore. But guess what? One of them's an offensive lineman. They catch teams by surprise over and over again. And if you're not prepared and you don't get up and press, you're going to be in trouble.
How about that formation?
Oh, they
putting
just
a guard out there.
They've hurt teams over and over again. They've already done it today. You're going to see it over and over the rest of the year.
There's Elliott banging around, picks up one. That's it.
So Ty says Bills getting blown
what
out
happens
tonight.
is you get one guy on the other side. So you got like Cooper or Lamb. And you're like, okay, you're going to play one-on-one over
Bills
there?
Mafia.
Oh, you're going to put a second guy?
Texas Carol just subscribed. Welcome
best
to the
minds
family.
in the NFL. Kellen Moore right there. When you put the tape on, he puts his team in such a good situation so often. It's really impressive to watch.
4th year on the Dallas staff. As he told us this week, 10th straight year he's been involved in a Thanksgiving Day game because he was a backup at Detroit during that span for a couple of years. And there's
Back's just going to throw that away.
Over the head of Gallup.
It's going to be 3rd and 9, but there's a flag.
Coming in on that back end of that.
There's a flag.
Dak agrees with what he saw.
Catchable, not catchable.
Finally, Dallas is getting.
If it's holding, doesn't matter.
We'll see.
It's pass interference.
Like
pass interference. Defense number
some love from the
35.
refs.
The ball will be placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic. First down.
I think you raise a fair point. Was it catchable? Was it catchable?
They said it was. So this is what teams have done, though. You see the heavy hands, 35. The Chiefs and is he facing there? Let's see if that's catchable. He'd have to be Michael Jordan in his prime, maybe.
Bring back Ed Too Tall Jones.
It's a tough call. Yeah, exactly. That's too tall. But see how aggressive they were, Jim, at the line of scrimmage, the defensive back facing.
There's Pollard.
That's a nice run from Pollard. He's still going. He's still on his feet. Is that about the 48?
Tony Pollard.
Well,
got a penalty back in the offensive backfield. That was a 32-yard run.
Holding. Offense number 63.
Wow. What a killer. That's such a drive killer.
A lot of flags in this first quarter.
And that's going to be on Biadasz, 63 right there. You saw him say. It's a center. And that's such a big call. Watch the center, 63. Here's the hold right there, they said. Maybe. Not seeing a whole lot there, Jim. Yep. Hankins.
Back at the 15 now. The Cowboys get it to Schultz for a quick 10 to the 25.
So I think the Cowboys are going to have to get the ball, run the football, play action. Mike McCarthy knows he's been around a long time. But they got to take shots downfield, Jim, because I think that's really what's happened is that the teams they struggled against have got up in the face and said, you can't beat us on slants and little stuff. I'm not giving you free releases anymore. We're going to press you. Now, this is tough because this team doesn't do it a ton for the Raiders.
That's the end of the quarter. They do not snap it on this side of the first 15. That's the end of the first quarter. We'll be back after this from Chipotle. Hobbs is coming off the field
because someone called in and said
upstairs said they've got to check him. Pointing to his own head, saying that it's been called down. Exactly.
It's an ATC spotter from upstairs who sees that, and
what a time.
Yeah, that's a big one.
What a time with 37 seconds.
Sometimes they might even change your call depending upon how many defensive backs you have up and people ready. But
Waller watches. Prescott ready to go. 207 yards passing in this quarter alone.
Here we go.
You'll have a chance of someone deep there, but the Raiders should not allow it.
To the sideline. Elliott out of bounds after the short gain. 32 seconds.
Great job, Dak, getting out of bounds and just getting a first down or two. You got one timeout. This is actually a really interesting spot here because the Raiders aren't giving up a touchdown. Theoretically, right? So you're going to be able to throw it underneath because they're already in field range, so you can use it. To me, you're going to go up here, run someone off, have someone come out.
Nice snap. Prescott flings it and defended by Trufant, denying Schultz.
38.
Schultz looks around and says, did he have an arm on me? No flag this time.
Well, I showed you that side, Jim, but they just do it over here. And you just look. Give the Raiders credit. Even though they're protecting the end zone, they're not threatened by the tight end and the running back going deep, right? Cowboys need to do the same thing on the other side, but it's 3rd and 8.
And
tough call.
28 seconds. Crosby and Ngakoue would love to pounce.
Yes, sir, Trev.
Good move, Gallup to the near side. Here's Dak. Down the middle.
Deep pass.
No flag.
Oh my goodness! They ran the one-on-one coverage again.
No flag.
But Perriman wasn't on him this time. You remember earlier, right down the middle this time they put Robertson, but Schultz says get out of here, and he's kind of open. But I didn't see much of.
Yep. 33-33. This game's going OT.
45 yards. It's going to be right on the number. 45 yards to tie it at 24 seconds.
And then in 5 minutes, guys.
Would you ice him and call a timeout?
You've got one left. Or do you save it if he makes it and try to do something after the kickoff?
Keep the score up. But switch over to
here's the kick from 45 for the tie. Zerline delivers. Carr and company, only 19 seconds left in regulation with one timeout. Zerline clutch with that one.
Wow. And what a like 4th quarter, right, for the Cowboys. I mean, both teams are playing. This is really good football. Dak Prescott, I mean, you're going to look up and be like, oh my gosh, look at his numbers. This game's incredible. And it's like he's just picked it up so much late, especially, and Jerry Jones loves it. On Thanksgiving, you guys are getting a real treat.
Oh, man.
What a game.
Cowboys have never led in this game. They've tied the game twice in the last 3 minutes. You got Carr at 365 yards passing, Prescott at 369. They've been running parallel numbers most of the day, 4 on 4, if you will, answering back and forth. My goodness.
Part of that is just, you know, as the game wears on, defensive players, short week, you know. That's what's happened today a little bit with the penalties and missed tackles. But the other thing is the scheme. You can only get so exotic on a short week. So it's like if you're a division opponent, you can do a whole bunch of stuff. You play these guys many times, but when you're not, quarterbacks usually can have a field day on Thursdays if and depending have a good offensive line, but if you do, you can.
Kenyon Drake doesn't even attempt to go back and get that one. He was standing at the 10. Card comes out.
Yeah, Jen, I'll just have the score down.
Well, this is really...
Do you try to do something?
You got the one timeout. You got Deshaun Jackson. I personally, they're going to down it. They're just going to go up here and down it.
Yeah, you can see it
That's
now.
what's going to happen. But it's one of those, how much time and your team and who you are and what against them, it's like one timeout. I don't think you can actually say we're more likely to get in field goal range than they are to get an interception.
To turn it over.
Or turn it over, and then they're automatically in field goal range. So I would down that and move on.
Sixth overtime game all time. Thanksgiving for the Cowboys.
Do you want me to take you back to a game or a play that I thought was no one's going to remember, that I think was the difference between winning and losing? Take it to 2 minutes if you're the Raiders instead of the false start with the head bob. Just take it to 2 minutes. Now you got 2nd and 3. And after that, you'll have a minute and 20.
Each team will get a possession unless the first team scores a touchdown or there's a defensive score. If the first team does not score, we're in sudden death. Fourth quarter timing rules apply. Each team will have 2 timeouts. All reviews are initiated by the booth. And if at the end of the 10-minute period it's still tied, the game ends in a tie. Las Vegas, you're still the visitor. You'll call the toss. That's a tails and a head. Tails, heads. What's your call, sir?
Gonna be heads.
He's called heads. Heads is the call.
That didn't sound very...
It is a tails.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Dallas
just
is on the
felt
toss.
like,
Dallas gets the ball.
Kind of made up his mind.
No one told me what to do.
Tails. It's heads.
You're out of there. Next time we're going with someone else.
Cowboys football. To start the overtime in a moment.
When you spend all year serving others.
All right, guys. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to switch up to the Bill stream, and I'll keep the score up over there. But I wasn't expecting this game to go over, obviously. But we got to get to the Bills side of things. But I'll have the score up so you guys can obviously see it, and then we'll know who won. So I'm gonna close this out. If you guys wanna hop onto the Bill stream, like I said, I'll keep the score up, and then have the Bills audio going in the background. Josh Jensen says F the Bills. I feel you, bro. But you know, that's the name of the game, right? So I'm going to switch over to that. I'll keep the score up, and then we'll go from there. But I'm going to do that at 8:18. So
Stairs. Here we go.
Give me the next 3 minutes. See if something crazy happens.
It's kind of a pooch kick here. Angled. Chipotle, who broke their hearts earlier, but not this time. Down there in a hurry is Hobbs. Remember, Hobbs was taken off the field and checked. Comes back out and makes a stop here on the kickoff to begin the overtime.
This is such a huge play because it looked like a Cowboy penalty as well.
Illegal block at the back. Yep. Receiving team number 57.
Oh, wow.
Half the distance to the goal.
7-8 yard
first
line.
down.
So this is where, if you do kick off, right, and you could somehow pin them back like that, you are literally right before them, 57 with a little bit of the block in the back. But this is where you could literally get a 3 and out and be at the 50-yard line, 45-yard line, already in field goal range. It's not the worst thing for Vegas if they can get a play. But usually, to get a 3 and out, you got to win on first down right here.
From the 7. We saw Dallas beat New England in overtime on a touchdown throw to C.D. Lamb, who's not up today, and that's a gain of about 3 over to Zeke. What these two quarterbacks have done today, the show they put on without their best targets, it's been amazing. They're both approaching 400 yards.
It really
no,
is.
Dallas has the ball.
It shows you just the talent level and in the league, the depth of the quarterback. But here we go, Jim, right here. A little bit of miscommunication on defense.
2nd and 8. He's trying to set up a screen. And they bring down Elliott at about the 13. That's Hankins, and now you got yourself a crucial 3rd down coming up if you're Dallas.
I don't know why, but I just feel like I'm going to jump ahead here. I'd run it, and then I'd go for it and run it again.
Wow.
Or I would throw it and go for it again. I'm just saying, to punt here, and the other team just needs a field goal, what are you going to get him at?
Yeah.
50-45? It's like...
Let's see what Kellen Moore sent in.
This is a huge play for the Dallas Cowboys.
Here's the pressure. Forces Prescott to roll out. Throws.
Long pass.
And it's incomplete.
Of all the great throws Dak has had today, this is one of the one he's going to want back because...
Tried to hit the backup wide receiver again with the starters out today. Noah Brown.
He was open on this play, and Dak knows. Look at this. It's just down and away behind him, and he has.
All right, so guys, I'm going to switch over to the Bill stream. I'll have this going
for 53, but they
on
needed
that stream.
That one as a 7.
So if you just want to follow up on there,
but if it's 4th and 1, would you go for it?
You got to punt it here. And there is the punt. Anger. What a punt it is. Wow. Drives Renfro back to the 20.
Nice kick. And he's going to run to the 35. So I'm going to close this out.
And the legal block call against the Raiders.
And
wow, Jim,
see you guys in the Bill
them
stream.
Back inside the 20. Talk about